day. I've got a lot of work to do around here still. I It has rained, so I did get things, taken care of before that and after that. But today I've been dealing with I think a squirrel or something, which is kind of ironic. But anyway, I did fix these here, and I got them pretty much ready to go. I got the two racks that I got to put on top of them to keep the birds off. But as you can see, the strawberries are looking wonderful. Getting it all to where I don't have to deal with so much of the I'm not gonna say an aphid. There's a worm that goes after these that looks like a worm and a centipede at the same time. I forgot what it's called, but this new setup, and I haven't had any issues since I've transplanted them, or even since I've been transplanting them into my raised pots. However, I have had issues with them in the past, and I'm going to make sure this year I don't have to deal with that as much. And if I do, I can see them much easier that way. So the issue I was having with the squirrels, though, is dealing with the okra, and they didn't even eat the okra plants, but however, they were trying to find something, maybe trying to bury their nuts or whatever. But it was a whole mess down here, and that's all I was able to save from the rack that was down, all of them that were down there. But then I'm gonna fix this issue. It is on the priority list. It's just I got a lot going on. And I did a little bit of work in here. I don't know if you'd be able to tell the difference, but I am getting, I got the hiccups, excuse me. I am getting pretty nice tomatoes coming in. They are just popping up all over the place since I've been pollinating them myself. How I do it, you know what, I'll go ahead and do that on this video since I'm ready for that. So here, on this plant here, I have 3 that are already bulbing. So they're producing the tomatoes on this side. And then I have 2 of them up here. So I can choose from one of these 2, and I think I'm gonna probably grab this one. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one. So let's see, where's my knife? I just used the shears. I'll come over here, I'll snip this one off. Kind of hard to do with 2 hands and showing it happen. Anyway, yeah, see right there, I just snip it off. And then I have the flower. And come on, focus. Focus, Joe. Well, it's not letting me do it. Well, you know it's a flower. Anyways, so I'm gonna go around and just basically move them together as such. It's real simple. Again, hard to do when you got holding the phone with one hand and trying to pollinate them with the other. So you're just rubbing it around, trying to get it inside the back at the base of it. Well, I'm gonna get on the other side for that one. But hey, I'm gonna set the phone down and you can just watch me doing the work. Hopefully that's good enough to be able to see. There you go. Maybe. But you gotta be gentle with them and just kind of mix it in there without too much roughness. And I never had any issues with them. The way I've been pollinating them now. I used to use a Q-tip. I found this out online. One of the videos I saw. And it works. So it works really well. Yeah, it kind of sucks taking one of the flowers off, but when you already got 3 on one vine of the one branch of the plant, that's quite a bit enough already. So you just take one off the lid. That is flowers, but they don't all pop up at the same time. I'll be on the lookout for one that didn't actually get pollinated, how you can tell early, and just go ahead and pull it off, but it's going to fall off anyway. And when I spot one of those, I'll bring the camera closer to that. But it's a very visible tell. The stem itself of the flower, it will start to turn yellow, and then you can just go to grab it, not even pinch it or anything, but you just go to grab it, and it'll probably fall off on the flower, most likely. Like right there in your hand, and you're trying to grab it. Okay, I got a couple that are much higher up here. I won't be able to do this when I start getting plants in the center. I'll be raised bed, but I'll have my step stool that I just gotta clean it off. Oh, look at those two too. I don't know if I got it. Back here. I'll walk around and show you the ones that are slowly start pollinating, how you can tell when they are, if they did pollinate. I mean, basically just knowing the ones that didn't pollinate was much easier than the ones that did pollinate. Because you don't see any visual changes on one pollinate until that yellow point starts to break off the little stem. But I pretty much, the amount of plants that I have, I'm pretty much doing this daily. Now, got me a little flower. Alright, so ones that didn't get pollinated, I'll show one that I broke off earlier. Let me see if I can get in there with it. Yeah, there it is. So you're looking right at it. Those two survived. And then see how that one's got a yellow point on it? Right where they come to the bend, and they start to bend down. Let me get a better look on another one. Right when they start to bend down like this, right there you're gonna see that yellow. And that's an indicator that it did not pollinate. And you can go ahead and just knock it off, so the rest of the plant is taking its energy into making the other ones. So this is like a day old from probably maybe 30 hours maybe into it. From this point here, after this point here, it starts to close back in on itself like it did here. Then this is basically the setup. This one, and then you see it barely in that one, and then you see it get bigger in this one. That's basically the process it takes until it gets to the point being like those, and those are going to get bigger. Let's see some more over here. You can see they're coming in. You got more. There's more in here. They're just kind of hiding. Oh yeah, there's one right there. Couple, 2, 3. And I just pollinated these here, so they should be coming in. Let me go over here and see if I have any flowers blooming yet. Shouldn't be. No, they are coming though. So, and I want to keep the base at least 4 inches from the base down, with no branches or any suckers. Those are going to be the husky cherry tomatoes. I'm going to graft these when they start their new shoots onto the beefsteak, and I'm going to take this and connect it to here, and then have the husky tomatoes go all the way over this. And the same thing with this one. Once it gets big enough, it's going to have husky tomatoes go all the way up and meeting this one. So basically the one on the left is going to cover this whole left side with cherry tomatoes, and then this one's going to cover the right side with it. And a couple days ago, I guess, I had put these into here, so they're now starting to sprout their slips, which is awesome. These are the Japanese purple sweet potatoes, and this is what the flower looks like. It has a purple, a purplish color to the edges of their leaves, as you can see. And then on the back side, it's got all purple vines, veins, I mean, it seems. But they're pretty cool. This here is starting to flower a little bit. It's getting them all around it. I'm also still waiting on this to fully develop around that, to take it and put it on the pergola porch maybe, or the back porch somewhere, maybe even the screen-in porch. A lot of these gladiuses are doing really well. The dahlias are doing really well. Also the ones that were in the Stargazer trays, these are what I'm going to be keeping to multiply. But the peppermint still has not done anything yet. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with that. If I get time, I'll do some research on it. So that's about it. I got those other two. Oh, I put a lot of the stuff over here too. And oh yeah, I was getting this ready. This is where I'm gonna have the sweet potatoes planted in all these raised containers. They're fabric containers, and then as well as it's going to be mixed in there into the ground, into those. So there's going to be I'm basically doing a tier step over here to maximize the amount of sweet potatoes I can get out of it. And I'm going to be doing the same thing within those, and they're going to drape down, the vines will, so they get the sunlight they need. I know they do much better in the sun, full sun, but I don't really have that luxury in the greenhouse with spacing. So, and I want to confine these, and so the reason why I have them over here is one, for that space, and two, the pothos plants, they love water. The grapevines, they love water. Sweet potatoes love water. They all love water, and you can't really overwater them too much. So this is a daily watering over here. Right now it's basically the pothos and the grapevines, but once the sweet potatoes get in as well, then yes. I still don't know what this plant is, but they love water. And those potatoes are just like, the plant is just all on the ground. Those potatoes went from the bottom, basically about 4 inches up from the bottom. Let's see. That's about it for now. I'll be working on them. Oh, you haven't seen the updated on the, I'm going to do a left side walk around. An updated video on the screened-in porch. We finished that and moved all the furniture in there, and kind of moved the furniture a couple times to see how well it would establish itself in there. I'll be putting roses in right here, and then eventually I'm going to be using mortar to solidify the brick line. I did build this 2 years ago almost, this landing for the staircase, and we haven't stained it yet or done anything yet. We let it dry out, but as you can see, I added the laurel bricks to that row all the way down in the middle to give it some authenticity from the town we're living in. There's a better view over here on this side. I did, as you can see, the dark patches, was raising the ground to fix those issues. I'm not going to walk too far down there. I got to show the screen-in porch. So we're cleaning this off, and we're gonna fix it and get it ready, and probably furnish it. But here is, oh, it's locked. Well, there you go. So that's basically the setup that we're doing, and it looks really nice to me, I think. But yeah, that's about it. All the updated paint work. And then we did paint the garage and the apartment. Alright, well, y'all have a blessed day. Talk to you later.